There ain't gonna be any games for a while.
Alright, YouTube, we are back. We have an update for Kingdom Hearts finally after what feels like a pretty long time. And it's unfortunately not a good update. It is the cancellation of Missing Link. Kingdom Hearts Missing Link was an upcoming mobile game that looked kind of cool. It uses aspects of like GPS location, I think kind of like Pokemon Go. But I think it was supposed to kick off or be attached to the upcoming arc that we're going to see in Kingdom Hearts 4, the Lost Masters arc. And for a multitude of reasons, the cancellation of this game does suck, but looking at just the gameplay in this particular trailer, like, it actually looked pretty cool, pretty fun, like, for what is, you know, a mobile gacha game. Like, it looked like it could have been actually a pretty fun game to play, and now it's just not gonna come out. And what's crazy, too, is this shit's been in development for quite a long time. It actually started development in January 2019 and was going to be attached to Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't know the full details of the history of development on this thing, but that's just like pulling up the wiki and kind of looking at stuff. It's gone through multiple beta tests and was supposed to come out last year, and then obviously got delayed and now has been canceled. So the official Kingdom Hearts Missing Link Twitter account dropped this pretty early this morning. It says, an important announcement regarding Kingdom Hearts Missing Link, which reads, we have made the decision to cancel the development of Kingdom Hearts Missing Link. We wish to convey our heartfelt apologies to everyone who has been looking forward to the start of service. Although we worked hard on developing and adjusting the game in the hope that it would be enjoyed by lots of players, we determined that it would be difficult for us to offer a service that players would find satisfactory over a long period of time, leading us to the decision to cancel development. We'd like to take this opportunity to express our thanks to everyone who gave us their support and assistance with the multiple closed beta tests. We're truly sorry to have to make this announcement. The Kingdom Hearts series will continue. We are hard at work on Kingdom Hearts 4. Hope you'll continue to support the series as you keep an eye out for further updates. And this obviously sucks for the Kingdom Hearts fans out there, right? I think most people would probably focus on the upcoming Kingdom Hearts 4, but obviously a new mobile game meant new lore, new characters, new story, all that other shit, and that's just not going to be a thing now. I don't know what they're going to do with like the lore that was in this game. I have played most of the games in the Kingdom Hearts series. I haven't played them all, and I don't know the entire story, especially with all these mobile games and things. So I did pull up a Reddit post where somebody kind of explained what Missing Link was going to be about. And they say, it takes place between Kingdom Hearts Union Cross and Kingdom Hearts Dark Road. It's set 4 generations after Ephemer's time. I don't know who Ephemer is. The game is about bloodlines in society. Ephemer's descendants who carry his bloodline are the main society of successors, and there's a branch family without his bloodline that are Society of Non-Successors. Solve some mysteries of previous games. Features Brain and Sigurd. The player of Kingdom Hearts Missing Link is player from Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. Will bridge the Cross series, almost said X, to the Lost Master arc in Kingdom Hearts 4. And look, I don't know how much in depth the story was going to be in this mobile gacha game, right? But it was supposed to bridge the gap from previous stories and I guess fill in some gaps for, you know, lore from previous games or whatever, but also continue on to Kingdom Hearts 4, right? So like it seemed like it's going to be a pretty kind of important mobile game, and like whatever lore was there, we are no longer going to have unless they just like release this shit publicly. Like they could just put like I guess stuff online or some shit just to like tell the story to some degree. And this is really a problem when it comes to Square Enix as a whole, and it's not just Kingdom Hearts, even though they do have a lot of spin-off games on all kinds of different platforms. We've seen this with, you know, very recently with Nier Reincarnation, right, which we've seen some movement with. They might be doing something with that story there, maybe, we don't know yet. But that was a game that lasted like a couple years, I believe, and then it got canceled, but it has like important story and lore for the Nier series that, you know, unless they re-release it somehow, you can't really access anymore. Unless it's actually a problem for Square Enix that dates back to 2004 with the beginning of the FF7 compilation with Before Crisis. They're really ahead of their time if you think about it. We had a mobile-only game back then, Japan only as well, that was giving us a lot of backstory for the world of FF7, right? And obviously there's like emulation for that shit and fan translations and all that stuff. You can really get into that story if you want to. But it's something that's been a problem for Square Enix for a long time, where they like put like what is important lore and story on these like obscure platforms, and they're kind of lost to time if fans don't do something with it. This kind of is a bigger deal for Kingdom Hearts because there has been multiple canceled mobile games with Union Cross and Dark Road, and now Missing Link didn't even get a chance to come out before it got canceled. I guess we did have First Soldier for FF7 get canceled in less than a year from release, but at the same time there wasn't a ton of like story or lore there. There was very minimal shit, like early days Soldier program stuff, but there wasn't like that much lore. It's not like Ever Crisis with like the First Soldier story that's there. At the very least, with those previous mobile games, I'm sure were preserved at least on YouTube at the very least, if not through like actual emulation or something. I have no idea. I actually wasn't aware of this until looking at the wiki, but you could still access Union Cross as recent as last year. It was actually delisted August 2024. If I had known that, I probably would have checked it out. Hopefully they do something with Missing Link. They could like release a lot of the information online, or maybe turn the cutscenes that were in the game into like a movie sort of thing you could watch, kind of like what they did with like 358 over 2 days or whatever, with the all-in-one or Story So Far collections. Like make it like a cinematic movie thing you can watch, so you can at least like understand what was supposed to be told here, as opposed to just having it canceled and us get nothing. I have also seen people joke that the cancellation of the game, it was maybe intentional the entire time because it is called Missing Link. Maybe Nomura's, you know, playing like some 4D chess here, which obviously isn't the actual case, but it is kind of funny to think that the game called Missing Link is now missing. And maybe one of the worst things about this cancellation is that we're going to be missing out on some pretty good music, because Yoko Shimomura actually commented about the cancellation. She says, I have some unfortunate news to share. Development of Kingdom Hearts Missing Link has been discontinued. I participated in the beta test myself and was looking forward to the release. I hope that one day the songs I wrote for this project will reach your ears again. Outside of maybe music that we have in trailers for Missing Link, I don't know what all tracks and songs we're aware of, but hopefully that's something that we get to hear at some point. But the cancellation is a bit confusing to me, considering how important this game seemed to be leading up into Kingdom Hearts 4, right? The next big release. But also the fact that the game was in development to some level for like more than 6 years now, right? Again, early 2019, January 2019, around the time that Kingdom Hearts 3 was coming out, they started working on this mobile game, right? So more than 6 years. They got through multiple beta tests. The game seemed to be in a very good state. There's no way they weren't pretty much done with it. So I'm kind of confused why it's being canceled. But obviously at first it was something that was attached to Kingdom Hearts 3, but then it became Missing Link. But it was officially revealed back with the 20th anniversary event for Kingdom Hearts back April 10th, 2022. So it's been known about for more than 3 years now, and then it's just like getting canceled. Like full-on console games get made in that time, right? FF7 Rebirth was made in about 3 years roughly, right? It's obviously reusing assets from Remake, but still, it took about 3 years to make that game. And it's like, why is this mobile game so difficult? They had to be pretty much done with this damn thing, and then it just is gone. Considering how long the game was in development for, like, is that not just like wasted money, right? How much money went into making this game over the course of around 6 years, and it's just gone? Like, would it not have been better to just to put the game out there on mobile devices for at least however long they could, try to make some of the money back through microtransactions and shit? I don't know, man. It's just weird to me just to like get rid of it. There can be some kind of a positive out of this. It's them at least confirming that Kingdom Hearts 4 is still being made. That's not really a surprise. I mean, nobody thought that was going anywhere anyways. Obviously, that game was still going to come out at some point. But that's also taking a long ass time, too. Like, what is the deal with Kingdom Hearts? Like, they work on these games for so fucking long, and then, like, they get delayed, and no information, or eventually get canceled. Like, what are we doing? It's crazy to me. I'm not sure when they were planning on next showing us Kingdom Hearts 4. It's obviously been however many years since the damn trailer came out. But I feel like you kind of got to fast forward some shit a bit, right? Now that you gave us this bad news for the franchise, like, maybe you got to give us something positive. Like, give us the next trailer. They got to have a trailer. Goddamn, the first trailer, the first time we got to see the fucking game was like a 3-minute trailer with, like, cinematics and actual gameplay and shit. And somehow we've never had anything else since. It's like, what are we doing? How do you have this ready to go and then give us nothing for, like, 2 or 3 years or whatever it's been? Like, what are we doing? But even beyond just the cancellation of Missing Link, we should have already had another trailer by now for Kingdom Hearts 4. Like, it's been more than 3 years. Like, what are we doing, Square Enix? Like, why did y'all even show the game off? Like, what's the point in showing us Kingdom Hearts 4? I know it's the 20th anniversary. I kind of get that, I guess. But it's like, if the game was still 3+ years out, like, why are you showing it to us? What's the point? But as of right now, my dudes, that is the video. It's kind of all the info that I'm aware of in terms of the cancellation of Missing Link. The fact that, Kingdom Hearts 4 is still in development. If there's any sort of updates in some way for Missing Link, like if they want to put out, like, story stuff, like text or something, or videos kind of covering the lore of the game at some point, we'll definitely talk about that. Not that we'll necessarily break down the lore, because I'm not really a lore expert, obviously. But, we'll cover that at some point. Obviously, if there's any kind of movement on Kingdom Hearts 4, we're obviously going to make a video. Anyways, though, that's the video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Search networks in the description below. Follow me on Twitter, @SableYT. That's it. Bye.
There won't be any games for a while anyway.
Used to care what people thought, but now I care more. And nobody out here's got it figured out. So therefore, I've lost all hope of a happy ending, depending on whether or not it's worth it. So insecure, no one's perfect. We spend it with no shame. We blow that like Coltrane. We in here like Rogaine, or leave it like Cobain.